Hello, everyone. This is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot, and this is our reading for the collective for Aries season. Welcome to my channel. I am new to YouTube, and I appreciate you for coming here if you have. I am going to start this reading with tarot, and then I will move into some oracle cards, and then I will be speaking about some crystals that we can work with during energy season, Aries season. Yeah, it is like energy season, right? Aries season to help us work with the energies that are available to us during Aries season. And I won't be doing crystals with every reading, but I am a crystal chakra healer. So crystals and chakras are very much part of my spiritual life. So I feel like it would be odd for me to have this channel and not share some of that information from time to time. So with that said, before we get started, I do have a very naughty kitty cat and a very naughty puppy dog. My dog, they both seem to be in a rest state right now. So fingers crossed they will not be interrupting us, but it is quite possible now or in the future they will interrupt us at some point. It's just it comes with the package here. So let me start first of all is I want to use the Keepers of the Light Oracle to see which ascended master or higher vibrational energy is supporting us today. Okay, and before I do that, I am going to use my Florida water to clear my energy. I've already cleansed the cards. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I will be just cutting the deck and then shuffling to pull cards. Okay. Sorry that you have to listen to me inhale and exhale. Okay. All right, let's see who is joining us today for this reading. And also with me being new to YouTube and recording myself reading, I'm definitely trying to live in my Virgo South Node right now and release the need for perfection. So I will not be editing if I stumble on my words or say something incorrectly. It's right now just part of my learning curve and I have to accept it. And hopefully as I continue recording, I will become more fluid with my words. I feel like right now the biggest thing that I'm struggling with is because I'm trying to do everything perfectly. I think my vocabulary has been diminished by 50%. I'm like, I know words and I just cannot think of them right now. So hopefully that won't happen as much during this reading, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, Spirit, whose energy is joining us today for this reading? Okay, I didn't see who that was, so I'll be just as surprised as you. Mother Mary, love and peace. All right, let's see what she has to say in the book. That's a beautiful energy overseeing us. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Okay. Mary, the mother of Jesus, is one of the best loved saints, masters, and guides of the world. Although she had a huge part to play in the Catholic faith, she can bring faith, peace, and love to anyone who calls on her. She is the saint of the people. She works directly with the angels of peace to bring healing to the world, particularly where there is conflict, and, and is dedicated to supporting children and mothers. She is the spiritual embodiment of unconditional love and acceptance. Well, I feel like that's a very relevant message in the world right now. All right. Thank you, Mother Mary, for being with us. Okay. So the next deck that I'm using is the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle. And this deck consists of the major arcana, the 12 zodiac signs, and oracle cards. I've removed the oracle cards, so we will be using the major arcana and the 12 zodiac signs to see what types of energies are around us at the beginning and throughout Aries season. Okay. Spirit, please show us the energies of focus for the beginning and throughout Aries season. Okay. What do we have? Oh, interesting. All right. We have the Hierophant and Strength. So the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is how we connect with our spirituality on the earthly vibration. Okay. And this is why it encompasses things like marriage and also religious rebellion. Okay. Those are earthly things. People that transition into the spirit world, heaven, home, whatever you choose to call it, marriage is not a thing there. And neither is religion. It is here on earth. And this is how we are connecting to it at this time. So we may decide that now is a time that we want to learn or connect to some type of spirituality to help us deal with the vibration of earth. Or there may be things that we have learned that are not resonating with us anymore that we need to release. Okay. And then we have the Strength card. This is the battle between our higher self and our earthly self. So we seem to all be maybe a little bit focused on our earthly energies and finding ways here on earth in that vibration to raise our vibration, and then maybe take it a step further and raise ourselves to the vibration of our higher self. This is the taming of our primal instincts. Okay. And this is represented by Leo as well. Okay. So those are things that we want to be focusing on right now. And especially with whatever comes out in this reading, these are the guiding influences. All right. Okay. The next deck that I'm reading from is the Star Maiden Tarot. And I'm going to pull 4 cards from this, 4 cards from another deck, and 4 cards from another deck. So I will be pulling cards for a minute here, so bear with me. Okay, Spirit, please send us 4 cards from the Star Maiden Tarot that are for our greatest and highest good at this time. Okay. One on the floor. Bear with me. All right, let me start. Okay, so we're starting with the 3 of Cups. And we all might just be celebrating, especially where I'm from in New England, that spring is finally here. It's been a long winter, a very cold winter in the Northeast. The Magician, the World. Okay, I need one more, please, Spirit. And before I forget, happy birthday to all of our Aries out there. I have quite a few Aries friends, and oddly, they all are, they work in the medical field, all of them, whether it be as a nurse, one's an occupational therapist, one is a high up manager for corporate health insurance, but they're all like in this medical field. It's very interesting to me with Aries, Beautiful. An Ace of Swords. Are great assertive helpers. If you ever have an emergency, you want an Aries with you. They have no fear of jumping right in. And this is the Craft Tarot. Okay, and again, Spirit, please send us 4 cards that are for our greatest and highest good at this time. Thank you. All right, we have a lot of energy in these decks today. 8 of Cups, Queen of Cups, I'm interested to see if we get a Tower card at one point, because astrologically that's where we're at in the wheel. 5 of Cups, Eight of Wands. All right. The next deck that I'm pulling from is the Zodiac Tarot. And I am going to pick up the cards while I'm reading them so you can see them better. Okay, Spirit, please send us 4 cards for our greatest and highest good. Okay. We have a 2 of Wands. This one kind of fell out. I'm going to put it back in. I trust that if it wants to come out, it will. Okay. 8 of Swords. King of Pentacles. Okay, one more card, Spirit, please. Beautiful. A 4 of Wands. Okay, and after I read these cards, I am going to pull one more deck. That is our advice from Spirit. Okay. 3 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 2 of Wands. Okay. So coming into Aries season and out of Pisces season, to me, this looks like an energy where we may be deciding, okay, we've been having a little fun and hanging out with our friends and dancing around the pumpkins with no clothes on. And that's been a real blast. But it might be time for us to start taking things a little bit more seriously and walking towards our happiness, right? The 8 of Cups, depending on what cards are around it, you know, for me is walking away from something, or on a more positive note, it's walking towards something. And I think what we're walking towards is making decisions about our future. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get that glare off of that for you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, you know, we've had some fun. We've been hanging out with our friends, doing our thing. And we're really looking now and thinking about, what is our happiness? Are you actually walking away from something? You could be actually just be having so much fun that it's time for you to really take a time out. I've been guilty of that in my life. I have a lot of Virgo and Sagittarius in my astrology, so I can really hermit myself in my house, or I can be the life of the ever-loving party. So I live on both sides of the spectrum. So you could be walking away from having a little bit too much fun and now be ready to take life a little more seriously, assess what's been happening in the past, and compare it to what the possibilities are for the future, right? She has the world in her hands. The sky's the limit. You can go any path you want. If you're going to bring some of the past with you, just make sure that it's helpful. Okay? And then here we are, taking a quick leap from deciding, right, the what we want to do in the future, and we're quickly jumping into manifestation mode there with the Magician. That is Virgo, Gemini, Mercury energy. Okay, so somewhere in this place of contemplation of deciding what the next step is, what your path is in the future, you are in the process of manifesting quite quickly, realizing that you are ready to take another or take a quick step towards whatever it is that you're moving towards. It does feel like it has something to do with the Queen of Cups here in the heart space. Now, I put these little stickers on my cards because all of the queens work from the heart space, and the Queen of Cups works from the heart and the third eye chakra. Okay. That's why she always makes such a great counselor. She knows intuitively how to nurture and heal everybody. She can work with 20 different people, and she quickly understands individually what those 20 people need for healing and emotional support. She's amazing at that. So I don't know if, in order to start your manifestation and really get the train moving on that, if you need to ask for some emotional support, or if that's something that you're looking to do, be a counselor, um, be a spiritual healer, if there's something in that realm that interests you. It does look like, in the process of deciding who, or once you decide who this queen is for you, there's a little spot here, right, in this Eight of Swords where we're going to get a little overwhelmed by thoughts. Okay, so you might start moving in one direction in this manifestation towards the Queen of Cups, and maybe you have too many options. Maybe you feel a little insecure. There's some kind of mental prison that potentially could take place, or going back to her being a therapist, you're manifesting yourself to be this queen that can help people that are overwhelmed by their thoughts, okay, that keep themselves in a mental prison. All right, this is a collective reading. It's going to be different for everybody, but it does look like we do move on into, we have the World, the Five of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. It looks like things are coming to an end here. It looks like you're going to go through the process, right? The World card, that's the end of the major arcana. The Fool's journey has come to a completion. So whatever this Eight of Swords means for you, it looks like you're going to take it on and come to a completion of this journey that you've been on. Okay. And this could be a journey you've been on for since 2004. And now that we're getting into the astrological new year for 2025, did I just say 2004? 2024. I can't remember what I said. If I said 2004, I didn't mean that. I meant 2024. But again, in order to fully complete this cycle, there might be a little bit of grief that needs to be cleared up here. Okay. I always say with the Five of Cups, there's no rush to process grief ever. You need to take as much time as you need to process it. And maybe you need to call on this Queen of Cups to help you with it. All right. To fully bring things to an end. But here we have the King of Pentacles. So it looks like you're very successful at doing that. Doesn't look like you're dwelling on it too long. So with this being a minor arcana card, it may not be a big thing, but it's just kind of one of the cups and one of the swords you need to fine tune in order to get into your full magician manifestation mode, okay? You have them, but they need a little tweaking before that magician can fully manifest for you. All right. And then we move into our King of Pentacles. Kings are ruled by their solar plexus chakra. King of Pentacles is the root chakra. Okay. He is grounded in his solar plexus, in his ego. So this might be another potential of what you're moving towards, or it might be somebody that you aspire to be like. It can be somebody around you, okay? But this person is very grounded and a leader, and that solar plexus, their ego is on point. The difference for energies from kings and queens for me is queens are guides, right? Guides are going to kind of handhold and walk you through the process of being in a place where you are the feminine aspect of the energy, okay? Kings are a little different because they're leaders, and they will push you a little bit more and require that you learn on the fly, right? So they're just, if say you're learning how to put a tent up, the queen might go over the guidebook with you, show you all of the pieces and say, okay, well, this is the first step you're going to want to take. And then you need this piece over here, and then this piece, and step by step show you the process, nurture and guide you through it. The king is going to just throw everything out and say, let's build it. Let's do this right now. And he's going to lead you through the process. So there might be somebody that you need to call upon that can help you reach your goals for whatever this is that you want to manifest, that can just kind of throw you in. And the King of Pentacles would be a great person to lead you through this, because they're going to do it in a grounded way, and they're not going to need to belittle you in any way, shape, or form, because that solar plexus is in perfect balance. Okay. Then we have our Ace of Swords, right? So we're having grounded leadership, or we're becoming a grounded leader ourselves. And then the universe sends the Ace of Swords, okay? For me, most of the time, when we receive an ace, it's because we've earned it, okay? We chose to process this energy and leave it behind and step into an energy of a higher vibration, okay? So the universe gives us a gift. What is the gift? Clarity, knowledge, the proper information that we need in order to reach our goals in this situation. The King of Pentacles, most of the time people say that the King of Wands is the entrepreneur, business owner, but absolutely the King of Pentacles could be that as well. So if that is something that you are interested in doing, it looks like it's a possibility here. You're going to receive the information you need to make that possible. And this can also be downloads from spirit. I get a lot of information from spirit that is so clarifying to me, and I'm like, oh, wow, thank you for that. And especially with that sword going straight up to the universe there, it can absolutely be a download. But whenever you receive this information, everything picks up speed. Everything is hitting on target, it's moving quickly, and it's landing exactly as you expected it to. Okay? And then you have the energetic alignment. Okay? The 1111 card. This is a place where you're where you're going to end up, it's not the end of the journey, it's a 4, okay? It's in the minor arcana, but you've definitely made enough of the right steps that the universe is matching your frequency, and you can relax, you can enjoy your friends, you can make decisions like moving in with somebody, or maybe now I've made all the steps I need to make. I feel secure to have a child, like making big decisions in life, because everything's in the right vibration. It's all supporting. Keeping in mind always, everything is in the right vibration because it's matching your frequency. Therefore, the law of attraction, everything around you becomes in balance. So this is a midway point on your journey where you can celebrate. Okay. So it looks like the end of Aries season isn't the end of the journey, but it's a beautiful place for Aries season to move us into Taurus season. And now you can start materializing your goals. Okay. And this King of Pentacles would be a great person to aspire to moving towards Taurus season. Now, let's get the guidance from Spirit here. This is the Moon Baby Tarot. I call these the key cards. Obviously, they have keys on them, and this will be our advice from Spirit. And also with the Hierophant and the Strength card, make sure that you're paying attention to your own energy and where you can look for some spiritual guidance. Obviously, as I said before, on the earthly vibration. And if any of this seems difficult for you at any times, always look, or anytime, look at where you can challenge yourself to use the energy of your higher self as opposed to a primal reaction, because that will definitely keep you in the higher vibration. That will attract this type of energy to your life. Okay, we had this one first, another Strength card. So universe saying I meant what I said. Then we had this, another Three of Cups. Oh, Uni, you're funny. A Page of Pentacles. There's that thing that we're trying to manifest. And the Moon. Okay. Very cool. All right. So again, as I was literally just talking about it, it came out again. Just mind how you are, if you feel overwhelmed or there's some changes or things that happen moving into all of this action of Aries and starting new things. You know, don't let your ego get in the way. None of us know all of the answers, especially when we're starting something new. Doing this channel has been a big learning experience for me about letting go of control and not getting upset over. I mean, I've had mics not work. I've done full recordings and it happened twice in one day. The mic did not work. I did one where the dog just started barking like crazy. I did another one, not even kidding again. My cat started puking up a fur ball in the middle of the reading. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just going terrible. So in moments where things seem like they're not exactly going as smoothly as you would like, keep that lower vibrational energy as controlled as possible. Step up into your higher self. It will keep the vibration of everything higher, and everything will eventually move into your vibration. Three of Cups. Okay. So maybe don't stop having fun altogether. Okay. Maybe learn to balance it and just, you know, do things with your friends that might be a little bit more low key. Go for a walk, find things you have in common if you like artwork or music, yoga. Find things you have in common that you can do, but maybe if you were coming in hot from Pisces season with a lot of fun, maybe tone it down a bit, okay? But still have fun. Find ways to have fun, or go out one night a week, okay? Page of Pentacles, throat chakra, root chakra, okay? That throat chakra being communication. That doesn't mean speaking only, that means taking in information and outputting information. So, what is it that you need to communicate about this pentacle? Do you need more information? Do you need to take in more information and be a listener? Or do you need to output questions and ask for help again? Okay. So whatever this pentacle is for you, whatever you're manifesting in the material world, start communicating about it, whether through your ears or through your mouth, in a grounded way. Okay, take your time. Be very slow and methodical. There's no rush to learning. All right. It's definitely something that is captivating you and mesmerizing you. So keep your eye on that prize, no matter how many bumps are in the road. And the moon. So with the moon here, what is your emotional state about all of this? It's okay, again, to look into the shadows. If you're starting to feel like this primal energy wants to come over you too easily, maybe it's time to contemplate why you're responding that way, because there might be a deeper reason. Maybe you feel insecure that you don't have all of the information you need right now. So maybe get more information. Um, just be okay to question or ponder on the things that are emotionally affecting you. And I mean, again, astrologically, things are upside down right now. There is just so much going on that we're all a little susceptible to the energies. Um, I think today when I'm recording, Neptune is moving into Aries after being in Pisces for like 11 years or so. And then we have a retrograde in Venus and a retrograde in Mercury. We just had the lunar eclipse. We're moving towards the solar eclipse. I mean, there's a lot. So also, again, it's a good time to reflect on that Hierophant and look at things you can do in this earthly vibration. Crystals are a great way to work with the earthly vibrations, but look for ways that you can keep your emotions balanced and grounded during this time. Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on to oracles. I am going to pull one card from the Bloom Oracle because it's the beginning of spring, and I love this deck. It's really beautiful. Okay, Spirit, please send us one oracle card from the Bloom Oracle. Thank you. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to get the book, but these don't have long writings in them. Hold on, I think. Okay, card 11. Harvest. I just think it's interesting that it's harvest, but we're starting spring. Okay. Well, I guess again, if you're in the southern hemisphere, then you're starting fall. So harvest for you. Okay. Celebrate your fruits. Hard work pays off. You have sprouted and grown and flourished and bloomed and fruited. You are celebrating your achievements and fruits of your hard labor. Oh, sorry, are you celebrating your achievements and fruits of your hard labor? Eventually harvest time comes and all of the work it took took you to fruit pays off. Collect your fruits and bite into the fragrant flesh. Take the time to enjoy every sweet drop. Celebrate, you deserve it. Ask yourself, what can I celebrate in this moment? How can I celebrate? Exactly. All right. Especially towards the end of the month. You've earned it. Okay. The next card I'm going to use is from the Divine Illumination Numerology Oracle. Okay. One card, please, Spirit, for our greatest and highest good. Okay, there we go. All right, what do we have here? 333. 333 is a very important number for me because it's the numerology of the day that I started my process on my spiritual journey. So, love that number. Courage. You are you are granted the courage to take bold strides forward. This is the time to leave behind the comfort of the familiar, to rise above fear and to seize the opportunities that lay ahead. Your perspective holds the power to transform any situation into a progressive step on your journey. Okay? 333. So if you see 333, that is the universe confirming for you that this message is yours. Okay, now we have the Moon Witch Oracle. One card, Spirit, for our greatest and highest good from the Moon Witch Oracle, please. Oh, they gave us two. All right, we'll take two. How can I choose, right? I wouldn't know if I chose the right one. Okay, so we have 13 and Hecate. Give me 1 second. Oops. My dog is snoring, if you hear that in the background. Wait a second. I'm trying to do this. I found the, there it is. I was looking for it to be in alphabetical order and it was not. That was causing my brain to like glitch for a second. Okay, Hecate. Change is important, release the past. Hecate is the Greek goddess of magic, witchcraft, crossroads, ghosts, herbs, and poisonous plants. She is the protector and liberator of women and the breaker of the chains created by man. Free and independent, she is love and anger, light and darkness. She is the priestess of the dark moon. Hecate is a witch. Hecate can see in all directions and all points of time, the past, the present, the future. She is here to remind you that changes are crucial for growth. She has seen it firsthand. Sometimes she asks us to let go of what is familiar in order to travel to the darker places of our soul. But do not fear, those who seek Hecate's protection can move safely in the darkness. Okay? So don't be afraid to look in those deeper corners if things feel like they're a little bit overwhelming and you're having responses that feel are fear-based. Especially look within, okay, because there's a reason that's there, and it's not there just to annoy you, it's there to show you something. So look. All right, 13. These cards don't have numbers on them, so it makes it a little bit harder to find them. I will get there eventually if I go through the entire book. There we go, I found it. Okay, change is important, release the past. The number 13 is the number of death, rebirth, creation, fertility, and blood. It also represents femininity. It is the magical number with historical roots and powerful meanings. We have 13 moon cycles almost every year. The average woman also experiences 13 periods per year and ovulates on the 13th day of her cycle. In pagan times, the year was divided into 13 months. The new month began every 28 days in accordance with the moon in women's menstrual cycles. Well, this is very interesting right now that they're, oh, wait a second. Do I have the wrong card? Sorry. Um, Very interesting because as I'm saying, this is the astrological new year. This is the calendar in which today would be the new year if we were working on the 13-month calendar. Okay. So this would be the first day of the year and the first day of spring, which makes sense if you look at the fact that spring should be the beginning of the year. And also things like September, Sept is 7, October is 8, and so on and so forth with the rest of the year. And those numbers don't coincide with our actual calendar. They coincide with a 13-month calendar, just to explain that to you. Sorry. In accordance with the moon and women's menstrual cycles. In fact, when a woman was bleeding, she was considered to embody the divine. Before modern patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was the day to worship the divine feminine, to honor the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Do not let old tales and prejudices hold you back. Do not let anyone tell you how you are supposed to feel or behave. Do not force yourself to conform. Make your own rules. Step fully into your power. Remember this truth. You are a goddess in the flesh, and you have an untamed power no one can take away. I have called on the goddess and found her within myself. Marion Zimmer Bradley. Also, if you are not a woman, please, relate that to your feminine energy and how you work with that. And also, if you are not a woman and very uncomfortable talking about women's menstrual cycles, I apologize, but I grew up in a house with a lot of women, so those things don't even bother us in any way. Very, very normal to talk about women's menstrual cycles because there was many of them happening every month. Okay, so now we're going to pull from this deck is called the Female Archangels. It has both the male archangels and their female counterparts, and it also has some other spiritual cards in there. Spirit, please send us one card from the Female Archangels deck for our greatest and highest good. Thank you. Okay. All right. This is really an interesting energy or interesting card, going from Pisces season into Aries season, but also being in Aries season with Pisces being the North Node. Let me just see here where there's the book. 1 second, and I will get that for you. Okay, Archaea Grace, more flow, less hustle. Okay, feel like she's bringing back that 3 of Cups energy a little bit. The angel message, flow like nature, for everything stems from you and is returned to you. All is unfolding in perfect timing and in perfect order. Archaea Grace, whose name is derived from the Old French gracier, meaning to thank. Gracier. Okay, interesting. It's Graciier, meaning to thank, serves on the ruby ray of peace, devotion, and inspiration with her counterpart, Archangel Uriel. Grace, also known as Aurora, being the angel of autumn, paints sunrises and sunsets into being. She inspires you, can bring anything into life too. She represents the softer side of your solar plexus, the calm in the center of your creative fire. To know grace is to surrender into timing and flow of your higher self, a state where you realize you don't have to hustle to the higher self again. You don't have to hustle to accomplish what you want. For everything that is for you will come to you. Archaea Grace guides. Archaea Grace guides. There is no right or wrong path, only the path you feel is good. Whether you're inspired to enjoy time on your own with loved ones, or with your angels, savor each moment in this joy, this gift of life. Invite in Archaea Grace for warmth, renewal, releasing overwhelm, and the need to keep up. Inspiration and creativity through listening, devotion, elegance, ease, and accepting and moving through change. Okay. It's very interesting. She's the angel of the autumn, and we got that harvest card too. Very interesting. One last, and this is our. I couldn't leave out Kali with our Aries energy because she's our fiery little one here, Kali Ma. She's the Hindu goddess of death and destruction, and she's a massive protector of us all. She she just comes across as a little scary, but she's a protector. Okay. Spirit, one card for us from the Kali Oracle for our greatest and highest good. Ooh, 2 cards again. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if you're just over listening to me read. Okay. We have 2. We're going to take 2. It's the Spirit's New Year gift to us. Okay. Lots to say, to take with us as we start this new year. Okay, 25. This is Kamala Devi. We witness her beauty, and all struggle melts into grace. Upon a grateful sigh, her heart softens into her protection and radiates peace. Her presence transforms frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give freely and joyfully. Abundant divine blessings are upon you. And if that doesn't sound almost exactly like our opening message from Mother Mary, literally. Okay, so we're opening and closing with a very similar message here. And then Gauri Devi. Okay. Let me look up this. Almost there. Perfect. Champion of the sweet souls with fierce hearts who are underestimated and passed over. She who is gentle as the deer and ruthless as the lioness, who is the capacity within the awakened heart to rise, to overcome obstacles, to have faith without any evidence of victory, and to rally the spirit until the right moment to act and win is felt. She is nonconformity and the freedom to be one's true self. Recognize your own beauty and value. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my place there. Recognize your own beauty and value, irrespective of whether another has the capacity to behold it at this time. You shall shine. All right. So I'm just, to break it down, no matter what, keep believing in yourself. Okay. Don't give up. That's the message there. Okay. If you are still here, I thank you so much for staying with me. We're 49 minutes into this reading. I am just my problem is I'm very thorough. So I might be able to, on some of I'm going to do some random readings, and I'll try to keep those shorter, but I do have issues with being very thorough. It's just the way that I am, and all of my Virgo-ness, and my midheaven is in Virgo. So It's just the way that I operate. I'd rather just take the time and do the whole entire process correct once. My son and I always, he just turned 21, but he's very air energied. He's Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, and Libra rising. And he's not careless, but sometimes he tries to do things very quickly because he's just always busy doing things that I have to remind him, like, you have to work smarter, not harder, because when you're rushing through things, you tend to have to do it 2, 3, 4 times because you're making mistakes. Slow down and do it correct once, and you'll still be using half the time to get it done. Again, smarter, not harder. All right. Now we're going to move into 4 crystals that I think have great energy to work with during Aries season. I'm going to give you 2 examples. One is a little bit more of an affordable piece, and then the other one will be a little bit of a higher quality example of the crystal. Everybody has a different budget. I will show you with the pendulum that it doesn't matter how much money you spend. They all have the same, well, each crystal, whether you buy an expensive one or a more affordable one, they all have the same energy, and I will show you that. The first one I'm going to show you, this is for the Earth Star chakra. Oh, and I didn't do a chakra card. Normally I do. Maybe we'll do that real quick, just in case the chakra comes out that I'm not going to read the book. I'm just going to pull the card. Spirit, can you please give us a chakra card that we want to focus on during Aries season for our greatest and highest good? Thank you. See, again, I'm thorough. I can't help it. Okay, heart chakra. Okay, so we do have a heart chakra crystal here in love. Again, that Mother Mary is there, and this Kamala Devi, both talking about living in that heart space. Okay, so we do want to not forget our heart chakra right now. Okay, anyway, this is red fox agate. Okay, and this is crater agate. This is the more expensive version. This is a little bit more affordable. This is from the Patagonia region of Argentina. I believe this one's from Turkey, if I remember correctly. Okay, very deep cleansing, shamanic, ancestral healing. Okay, this can be used at the Earth Star chakra, which is the chakra that is 6 inches below the feet, and the root chakra. Just absolute amazing grounding, cleansing, like clearing out any of the grandparents, the great grandparents, like all generations back, just absolutely cleansing, but also so connecting. So not only is it going to help you release any slower vibrational energy that's built up in that chakra or those chakras, it's also going to help you call upon like I always, when I'm working with ancestors, I always ask for ancestors of the light. I learned that years ago from, might have been Christina Lopez. I can't remember, but I think it was her who said, make sure you're asking for ancestors of the light, because we do have low vibrational ancestors and we don't want to be calling them in. So this will help you connect to your ancestors in a higher vibration and releasing any of that karmic energy that's stuck to you, okay, throughout generations. All right, very shamanic energy. Red fox agate, crater agate. And of course, you can use these anytime. I just think they're great energies to kind of start Aries season with, cleanse a lot of energy out of us that we may have had been lingering around for the past year or so, and start with like a fully cleansed, grounded connection to the earth. Vanadinite. Okay, you do want to wash your hands after using this and not put it directly on the skin. It's not going to kill you, but if I'm using it on my chakra, I use it on my sacral chakra. Some people use it at their root. I prefer it at my sacral. You can try whatever works for you. but it has vanadium in it, which can be toxic. So just don't lick your hands after touching it. Wash your hands and put something under it instead of putting it directly on the body. This is high, high, high motivation, clarity, just will absolutely give you the get up and go. Okay. Intensify your creativity. If you are, again, starting new projects, trying to jumpstart a business, anything like this will like really help you think clearly and motivate and be creative and like get on task like nobody's business. This is amazing for that. Okay. Vanadinite, high, high, high motivation. All right. And the next one we have is fire agate. Now, a lot of people use this at their root chakra or sacral chakra. I actually tend to use this at my solar plexus. That's where I like to use it. This is the more affordable version. This is like a little bit of a tumbled piece. And you can see right there, it has like a little iridescent green spot in it. Okay. And then this is the more expensive version where you can see it has a lot of iridescence of green and purple and orange. All right. Especially at the time of like this being the new year. If you have any, again, this is another very shamanic, indigenous energy. It's like very old soul cleaning and cleansing. So if you have any old sludgy energy stuck in the solar plexus, this will really get into the nitty gritty bits of it and clear it out and help heal. I don't like to ever say, and I said, I recorded a video earlier today that I'm going to actually be posting after this video, and that does have some crystal information in it as well. I don't like to give crystals too much of a definition because they work with us each individually, but this is definitely deep, deep, deep healing, as well as that red fox agate and crater agate. Okay. These pieces can be pretty pricey. So you might want to look for a tumbled piece. As I said, I buy some of these more expensive pieces because I'm collecting them, and then I'm using this more affordable piece on people for healing. Okay. The price of it has nothing to do with the energy that it has, unless it's fake. Okay. All right. The next crystal that I chose is moving us up to the heart chakra, rhodonite. And this is another very grounding energy. Okay. It has this magnesium in it, and that's the black. And then you see there's the pink in it. All right. This is the more affordable tumbled version. And this is the more gem quality version. Okay. The reason that I'm choosing this for Aries season is this helps us release resentment in the heart chakra. And why would that be relevant in Aries season when we want to take action? Because if we're focused on resentments and people doing us dirty, and we're ruminating about, well, they did this and then that, and now I'm a victim, and just getting into that headspace of being resentful and victimizing ourselves, we're not focusing on pushing ourselves forward. So by using this and having it kind of work on that resentment that we're holding on to, we can start releasing that and start focusing on things that actually are better time spent for us, more productive things. Okay. Things that actually fill our heart with joy and a sense of pride, as opposed to focusing on negative things that just keep us vibrating low. Okay. So releasing resentment so that we can focus on things that are higher vibrational. Okay. Rhodonite. All right, those are our 4 crystals for Aries season. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just so happy to finally have this channel up and going. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a process for me to get my talking on camera down, but I think I'm getting there slowly but surely. If you'd like this, please hit the like button. If you would like to share this, please do so. If you would like to leave a comment, please do that. And if you would like to subscribe, also, I would appreciate that as well. If you would like a private reading at any point, my email is in the description. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon. I might do a solar eclipse reading. The other thing I might do a reading for is Black Moon Lilith is going into Scorpio on March 25th, and I think that sounds like a fun energy for us to get some insight into. Okay, thank you so much. Happy New Year, happy spring, happy fall, happy birthday, all the happies, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.